Title: You were shaped for something greater. Are you in good shape? Let's break that down. S.H.A.P.E isn't just about fitness. It's an acronym. It's your blueprint. It's your story. And we're about to unpack it. We weren't born to just exist. We were created on purpose, with purpose, for purpose. And yet, so many of us walk through life not really knowing what that purpose is. We chase jobs, applause, or security and still feel hollow. But what if the map to God's will is already built into each of us? Let me walk you through something that changed everything for me and for Malik, whose story you're about to read, or better yet listen to. It's called S.H.A.P.E. S-H-A-P-E. And no, it's not a buzzword. It's a truth. Each letter stands for how God crafted you, your spirit, heart, abilities, personality, and experience, to reveal what He's calling you to do. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. Psalm 143, verse 10. S is for spirit. Your spirit is where you connect with God, where He speaks, not always with words, but with that quiet conviction that it's deeper than logic. H is for heart. What moves you? What breaks you? That's often where your calling begins. Do the will of God with all your heart. Ephesians 6, verse 6. A is for abilities. The things you do well aren't random. They're tools, given, not earned. P is for personality. God didn't make a mistake when He made you. Your temperament has a purpose. E is for experience. Even the painful parts, especially the painful parts. Nothing in your story is wasted. You don't have to force it. You don't have to fake it. If you lean into your shape, God will reveal the direction. Malik did, and it changed everything. The title of this story is Shaped for Something Greater. It is a modern-day story of purpose, pain, and God's will. It could be in the noise. The world never slows down anymore. It buzzes with alerts, pings, headlines, and heartbreak. Everybody's scrolling, talking, typing, searching for answers, identity, purpose. But what if purpose isn't something we chase like a prize, but something already built into who we are? What if it's shaped in the quiet, in the pain, in the ordinary Tuesday mornings? The shape, what is the S? It stands for your spirit. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. Psalm 143, verse 10. On the surface, Malik was everything success looks like on LinkedIn. 28, software engineer, good salary, apartment with a skyline view. But inside, he was unraveling. Panic attacks, sleepless nights, an ache that no algorithm could fix. He sat in his car one night after another 14-hour coding sprint, the kind where his soul went numb. For the first time in years, he cried, not out of pain, out of confusion. Then something strange, not a voice, but a sense, a deep, still knowing. You were made for more than this. He didn't understand it, but he felt it. A flash of a verse from childhood Sunday school floated to mind, uninvited. But you have an anointing from the Holy One and you know all things. 1 John 2, verse 20. He didn't even remember where it came from, but it lit something up. That night, Malik didn't find all the answers, but he finally admitted he needed different ones. What is the H? It stands for your own heart. As slaves of Christ, do the will of God with all your heart. Ephesians 6, verse 6. Malik started volunteering on weekends in neighborhood tech center, teaching coding to high school kids who'd never touched a MacBook. That's where he met Andre, 15, brilliant, broken, born into a system that never expected much from him. The more Malik showed up, the more he noticed something. His heart beat faster in those moments than during any product launch. Watching kids get it, watching their eyes light up with potential. What can I do to change the situation? That's the question that cracked open his calling. Not ministry in the traditional sense, but mission right where he stood. Just like Paul, who said, "The longing of my heart and my prayer to God is for the people of Israel to be saved." Romans 10, verse 1. Malik didn't need to be on a pulpit. His heart already was. What is the A? It stands for your abilities. I take joy in doing your will, my God. Psalm 40, verse 8. For the first time, Malik saw his skills differently. The computer language Python and UX design, back-end infrastructure, these weren't just job skills. They were tools for transformation. He stopped seeing his career as a treadmill and started seeing it as a toolbox. It reminded him of something his grandma used to say: God doesn't waste wiring. God has given us different gifts for doing certain things well. Romans 12, verse 6. He didn't need to quit his job. He just needed to realign it. So he pitched an idea, a company-funded mentorship program connecting engineers with underserved youth. To his surprise, they said yes. What is the P? It stands for your personality, P. May he equip you with all you need for doing his will. Hebrews 13, verse 21. Malik had always been introverted, reflective. He used to wish he was more charismatic, more dynamic, like his extroverted co-workers who could work a room like a TED Talk. But the more he leaned into the quiet power of his personality, the more effective he became. He listened more. He thought deeper. He created safer spaces. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139, 14. God didn't make a mistake in making him quiet. He made him effective in the stillness. What is the E? It stands for your experience. Then you will learn to know God's will for you. Romans 12, verse 2. In hindsight, Malik saw how it all connected. The burnout, the panic, the night in the car, even the boredom. It all pressed him into purpose. My suffering was good for me, for it taught me to pay attention to your decrees. Psalm 119, verse 71. He'd learned to pay attention, not just to what was happening, but why it was happening. Experience doesn't just build wisdom, it reveals calling. Like Paul said, what has happened to me has actually served to advance the gospel. Philippians 1, verse 12. It's in the quiet knowing. Fast forward 2 years. Malik still codes, still teaches, but now he lives on purpose. Not every day is mountaintops and breakthroughs, but every day is shaped. He keeps a sticky note on his monitor. Before God assigns you, he designs you. And now, when he walks into a meeting or logs on a Zoom, he remembers. He's not just showing up for work. He's showing up as someone shaped by God, spirit, heart, ability, personality, and experience. And if you ask him what changed, he'll tell you. I stopped trying to figure out the future. I started paying attention to the present. God had been speaking. I just hadn't known how to listen. This is a takeaway exercise just for you. Try this today. Don't just read, respond. 1. Spirit check. Sit still. No music. No phone. Ask, what do I know deep down, even if it doesn't make sense yet? 2. Heart clue. What makes you cry? What makes you angry? Passion often hides behind those emotions. 3. Ability audit. What comes naturally to you that others struggle with? 4. Personality embrace. What part of how you're wired have you tried to change or hide? Could that be your strength? 5. Experience. Just go ahead and journal. List your 3 hardest seasons. What did each teach you? You're not random. You're not overlooked. You're shaped for something greater. It is a memorable final thought from me to you. God never wastes pain, never misses detail, and never forgets design. Your shape isn't a coincidence. It's a calling. Keep going. Keep listening. You're being shaped every day. So here's the truth. You don't have to be famous. You don't need to quit your job, move overseas, or suddenly have it all figured out to be in God's will. You just need to pay attention. Pay attention to what's already in you. What makes your heart pound? What makes your soul ache? What you're good at, how you show up in a room, and what you survived. You were never aimless. You were shaped. And that shape, it's not an accident. It's your assignment. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is. Romans 12, verse 2. Keep showing up. Keep listening. He's still speaking, and you're still becoming. For thousands of years, yes. For eternity, I hope these words lift your spirit and carry you through each day with strength and joy. Penned by Gary Conan Doyle, in worship of God's wonderful glory. Hey, thanks for listening. If you're still here, something in this story or song clicked with you. So here's a little secret. When you hit thumbs up, it tells the YouTube gremlins, hey, more of this. And if you subscribe, it's like saying, yeah, I want in. So go ahead, tap like, hit subscribe, and make sure you don't miss what's next. Because this ride, it's just getting started.